You're alive now.
Live? Oh no!
We're not dead.
Luckily I am not. And that might be a surprise to some people who haven't seen me for 2 months.
Yeah. For anyone watching this later, we last recording, at least in my time zone, was May 28th. It's now July 8th.
Just a little bit of break. Maybe because of all the things being pulled and me lying in bed, then working, then lying in bed, being sick, then working.
I got
Literally
pretty sick
no lie.
towards the beginning of June. For about 5 days or so. It was actually hurting.
But yeah, here I am. What I'm doing is not done yet. I might still be going missing for some time, but I am here now. I have around 2 hours. I have to leave. And I have absolutely no idea where we left off. Which is a lie, because I kinda remember that we were still in the mist. And
Yep,
they
and
were
then the
being
fog.
mocked by... I don't know if it was Crackle or the other changeling that... Ah yeah, you should come and find me or something.
Well, they seem to have encountered Agent Ladybug again, who had begged the group, especially Salazar, do not erase my memories. And she broke down crying when they discovered they were holding their ground on that.
Oh yeah, I remember I literally said that. Oh, do they have any anything, any way of saying if it's really her or not? But then I realized that Richard is there. He is in the
Well,
TARDIS, but they have the communication set up. So,
yeah, they're just kind of monitoring from there.
so they have a way of checking if it's her or not.
Hmm.
And they were
Since we got
heading to
only,
the master cabin.
since we got 2 hours, you probably get started. As for music choice, I'd suggest something conversational. It's a little more serious though, so not exactly
Nothing else
casual.
this. I know. This was just for the start. We will see if what runs out first, my time or my voice. After 2 hours of break. 2 hours, 2 months of break.
So it's okay.
That will be working. We can work with that. Part 7. Take heroes, make Destined villains. Part 2. I don't know who you are talking about. Imagine if the Doctor was a panic hero. Here. After a few series of knocks on the Moonlight Coming door, we know that the only weakness of the Silent Screwdriver.
Yep, they had detected a few more life forms inside there, so that's why they're investigating it.
Yeah? Something passes he, here. Oh, her ear. I can't tell it today. There's nothing new. Something passes her ear directly against the door, and listens carefully, as her face assumes a deeply discerning look. Later she learns, she leans her hand back again, regards the door in confusion, then looks at Dr. Kelly with the same expression as she asks, "Are you sure there are 3 ponies in there? Are you sure it's not one pony in a big balloon I almost said it in Hungarian. What is that? A goat?
It's actually three kobolds in a trench coat.
Yeah? That's what I meant. I almost said combat, which is the same as in Hungarian. Nobody has answered the door, and I don't hear anybody inside. I mean, we don't know if they are cautious.
No, they don't know that.
Watching all of this, with the flat neutral expression, the little logically was sucking on clothes out of her mouth. She nodded thoughtfully and looked back at the door. She closed the little back in the mouth and said, "You may have a point, Calvin. I guess my endless and high-tech equipment is faulty. Also, the door must have locked itself from the inside. There's no point in device within to prove that status." Yeah. I suppose Calvin gives her to a look of her roll. This is gonna happen today. I'm gonna miss it every word. In response, Calvin gives a troll a roll of right for the sarcastic and kind of logical reply, or that she looks back at the door with a thoughtful and worried expression. There should be people inside, but why are they not answering? Are they perhaps unable to? Or they are not sure that you are the ones who are going in, not the highly aggressive creatures? You literally said nothing to assure that it's you. You just knocked on the door. Literally like the... Oh, wait. Is this a reference to the wolf and the three little piglets? Something's where the special seems to meet to the time and focused look as she proposes. Maybe they are injured and unable to answer us or the door. Something steps back and makes her friend behind her to back off further using most of her wings. She also said, "Get back, everybody! I'm gonna break this door down." Yeah, because that will calm the innocent spirit inside. Even more. Wait, son, hold on, Element urges. Consider the situation from their perspective. Thank you. Is that what I'm saying?
Yep.
This whole forest gets seized by some mysterious form. It looks like creatures who could involve in it. Knowing our lost ourselves with them, we also established that the mist monsters cannot dwell there, where the mist isn't. Considering that, it makes sense why a locking could be a sanctuary from at least the mist monsters. However, if you break down this door, they will lose a protective advantage. Plus, you have to admit, the mist monsters were deliberately designed to inspire terror. Most likely the soul that mirage to get their fear energy. Yeah, it's so strange that mirage can now take advantage of love and fear at the same time.
Yep.
My mind is also more than me. Why did the love magic send all the changelings flying during the attack? They should have a feast on that. They wouldn't have been planned.
It was combined with
I know
Sonic
it,
Armor's magic too. It's from like, and he created a bubble that pushed out apparently and only changelings, because everything else was able to get through. So I guess his spell was empowered and enforced. But if it was only love, you're right that the all the changelings should have had a feast.
it's been like, thank you.
I mean, that's exactly what made Chrysalis stronger. So,
Yeah.
which surprised even her.
That's why mixing together elements is always the best thing you can do if you don't want characters fun. Nobody is usually powered by such things. Duffy agrees with a rattling nod. Then she also told with one eye. Then she asked him, right, Doctor? Are you asking me? The one who doesn't know magic? The only one who has been on the pony for not so long? Like 2 years maximum?
Yeah, but Derp is accustomed to looking up to him for answers all the time because he usually has all the answers. Now it's a habit.
I mean, Doctor might know about dark magic. Because there are still witches and conjurers in the Time Lord universe. In his own. But he replied with his one-eyed to his one-eyed companion incredulously. He then lifts the roof as he lectured. Look, Miss Franchise, I am flattered that you think so highly of me and you think I could answer any question. But you need to keep in mind that I origin here from an entire universe, where forces like this would be regarded as most very rare and highly unusual. Yeah, people in my universe usually say that magic isn't real. To be perfectly honest with you, magic is among the few fields of knowledge that I don't have a doctorate in. Yeah, because that is not science. There is science in magic, but there is something that cannot be answered.
Read the very next sentence.
Even even my counterpart in this universe is a man of science. Yep. And that's why she comes here and says, and why is that a counter argument? I'm a pony of science as well, but I can do magic. The same home that he lives in. There he lives now. As he clears his throat, the lowers, the hoof bites the ground. Wait. One of the hooves shouldn't be here. Your Yawa is referring to the same hoof that lowers.
I could say it lowers that same hoof back to the ground.
As he advised. If you have questions about magic, my adorable and faithful companion, then you should either ask Hanamin, who is a trained wizard, or Dr. Kennedy, who says using magic to such a refined degree and practically has become science. I wouldn't put Dr. Kennedy on the pedestal like that because she is not really versed in normal horn magic. She's versed in crystal magic, more likely. Hey sharks! Plus, they are unicorns. So, not all of them, or only Phantom in this. It is enough to carry. Did I not create as well? Or at least my closest equivalent. That reminds me, we need to practice our different magic styles more later on. But you can sense for the wind in the North Stream, but only after things calm down again. I prefer not to risk mistranslation during a mission with potential kind situations. Okay, Panamin concurs with the Lord. Coming gestures to the door in front of them. As she asks, meanwhile, what should we do about this? We can't just leave them here. And my straight to them get affect food. To remind. Once again, it gets affect food. But is the latch made of wood? Is the door handle made of wood? We didn't establish that. So to remind, I think even the door latch here. I take back everything I said. It's made of the same material, which I find a little odd. Actually, no, it's a cabin in the woods. It's a wooden cabin. It's not odd in that universe at all. Huh? Huh? Whoa? My ear sounding Philly asked to the door. It takes about a moment to realize that Philly actually meant to ask, hello? Or she's so young, she's not pronouncing that word accurately yet. Minty! What are you doing? Comes a loud frantic and always identified and whisper. Oh, and some older sounding stallion. Get back in here this instant. Hello? The young Philly asked. Yeah? Yeah, the young Philly asked again. Seemingly ignoring the other note within the cabin. But now the toilet is translating her mispronunciation. This time she also knocks on the door. Only from her side of it. I mean, yeah, no. Yoo-hoo! Peekaboo! In that young Pinkie Pie. Then they share bothering that at each other, and they both debate this new and unexpected development. After sharing a look, Tommy steps forward to address the little one at the other side of the door. Sophie gently rests on the door as she said, hello to you, little one. My name is Lou. We don't need some dark music. Sure, there's some calm music. And maybe some hope. But most of my friends just call me nephew. My friends and I meant me and you absolutely no harm. In fact, we all want to help you. Can you please open the door? Minty, no. I know he has. You would be right to open it, but you shouldn't. Go away! A reference inside the guards from within. If you really mean us no harm, then you will go away and leave us alone. After a brief pause, he speaks again, but points to a Philly as he says, the best monsters can disguise themselves as anything other than posy. This is probably a trap. It's a trap! Don't open the door. I'm warning you. I want the full name right here. I'm warning you, Minty Shoes. I don't know what her last name is. And then she brought to share another look of concern among each other. But I on the door in surprise. when they start hearing the door get unlatched. What did I just say? The Salion finally complained, then the cabin. It's cold and scary outside. The very young Philly applied, and this is an explanation that opened the door. When it happened, the TARDIS adventurers noticed that they are not now facing a misty hide. Very young Philly, with a two-tone mix of blue and pink mane, and tail, and has golden eyes. They also noticed she is a Pegasus. Was the noise fully open? He waved cutely at the adventurers. The wolf escaped. Hello, my name is Minty, and I'm a psychic. Just a reference to the other story we stopped for the moment. Which moment is like 1 year now. At one point we are getting back to that as well. Minty is interrupted and the magical puppet over envelopes her, and takes her back from the door. A second later, the adventure brought him is started to find the same thing, but to them. They are also dragged within the cabin, so the door is slammed shut behind them. It becomes light after that. And inside, a pony with a fully black suit and a black helmet is looking at them while they are floating midair. You know who I'm referring to.
No, but turns out Crackle has that aura color too, and whoever this stallion is. Also, that's the same aura color that Twilight in her family has.
Just something like this. I mean, yes, I mean that's red color. And
Yeah, well, after being corrupted, that'll probably be the right aura color for that kind of pony.
yeah, but that's probably their father or uncle or one of them who put them in.
You were done with that paragraph.
The interior of the cabin is very dark at first, but a purple light ignites around the horn of another male unicorn in the cabin. But doing so, we get an ability to fill the room. And it's enough to see that they are now addressing a stallion whose head is just a sky blue as the wind. But the stallion has a very light pink mane and tail that is almost white. The mane and tail stallion right now look very frazzled and otherwise matted. That's probably not what he normally looks like when he's calmer. I mean, no. If you're going to come in, then keep the door shut, the silent demands. Keeping this place here is keeping the beast monsters out. I am proud of this stallion right now. He actually has some survival instincts.
Now that these ponies are dragged into the cabin, where they could briefly threaten those inside, but they're also cut off from the mist. If they're mist monsters, they should be dissipating right now.
Yeah. This is literally the best case scenario he could have done right here. Because if they are mist monsters, they are disappearing. If they are not, then they are safe.
And they're being protected by the cabin too.
Yeah. Those are the gestures to the rest of his companions, as he said. And as you can plainly see, no, I can't, it's not. We are not disintegrating outside of the mist, so we are real opponents too. Or maybe a highly and more advanced mist creature and made for just for this. He acted as the Dr. Kennedy for a moment, then looked back at the blue stallion as he meant. Well, at least those equivalents. I mean, that is one of the things that you can do if you have a cloning feature. Just make them, give them a weakness that is not real. And you can catch anyone off guard. Oh, you told that the mist creatures are disappearing outside of mist. Oh no, I just made them disappear, so you can think that. The blue unicorn stallion looks confused and hyper nervous as he asks, what does that mean? Are you ponies? Or not? These two are, these three are. We are not. He knows his eyes and the new company, or company because they are not ponies, that's all of them. Also, did you come to hurt either of these release? Because if you are, then another thing was also clearly fast told. Oh yeah, there's also a possibility that there are not only miscreatures in the army of the enemy. Not so quickly sits down in multiple homes. As he proclaims, as Smith knew informed you a moment ago, none of us have come here with such intentions. As a matter of fact, our intentions are the opposite. For you see, we are part of the rescue team, who has come here to get everybody out of this accursed fog. And that is our goal as well, but we are also stuck here.
Yeah.
Yeah! That's agreed with a dramatic nod. After that, he changed his bag into one of her salad bags. Just threw it and pulled out a muffin with a hole. He is the sand and took it again. And the other occupant needed to come in and cheer at. Muffin? Now, once again, what do you teach your kid? The first thing you teach is never accept something from a stranger, right?
Usually, yes. But the situation's kind of desperate. They might have had a lack of food for a while here.
Two. Yay! Gimme! If not just one, but two fish simultaneously. Also, they are very young.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, two fish leap on top of the recipe and look her down. They are succumbing to scarf down after of that offer says. Oh, I'm sorry. Decided Napoleon with a sheepish skin. The young fish and I haven't had much to eat for quite some time in here. Lollipop? I mean, well, the kind of lollipops are not real and they don't have much either.
Well, they're not permanent. They last about 5 minutes. That's short enough. It wouldn't give any real nutrition, but it'll give you flavor.
Yeah, but they don't need flavor. They need nutrition.
Oh yeah. They probably wouldn't mind the flavor though, too. I mean, little fillies.
So, it takes the others a crew of one, realize the second filly, who was initially hidden, was completely identical to the first filly. Halloween leaps off and hopes on top of somebody's back to get more height in the situation. He had let his body weight just a bit to help him make that jump. From there, he let his old silver horn and projected it as a ball of light away from his horn. It's one of his special moves.
Yep.
That's in light.
He doesn't just create light; he can project it away from his horn.
Yeah, we know it is the dancing light, but
Hmm?
the color of his magic alone has illuminated the cabin more than the other silent purple one light. He floated through the cabin, and all the details about the surrounding start to sink in. Like the monster under the kitchen sink. For the most part, the space looks every bit as warm would expect for a long cabin home. But there are a few details that stand out as different. Of those, the most important thing to stand out as unusual is that the carved wood red doors in the room. They are pretty intricately carved too. Some has potential moving parts. And now I am skeptical about those, because we know that the chain links can change into objects as well.
Oh yeah, they can. You know what though? I don't think I've ever seen them shapeshift into an object that moves. Like say a wagon wheel with the wagon that's turning.
I mean, we haven't seen
Twice
any
before.
of them turn to anything else than a soul. And this was all
Yeah,
correct.
and I've seen that twice.
I mean, why would they turn into anything else for that reason?
It's either difficult or impossible, I think, for them to transform themselves into a mechanical clock with all those moving gears inside.
I mean, they would probably need to know how it works.
Oh, they would certainly need to know that. Because I think they would have to visualize what they're trying to shapeshift as. And they're trying to shapeshift into something that complicated. I could see why that might be a barrier. But if it's hard or impossible to make shapeshift into something that has all those moving parts within it, then I don't know. If you shapeshift into a living creature, it's got a lot of parts too, and they can be quite complicated.
I imagine if they shifted it into uh time lord, the either wouldn't have two hearts, or the second heart wouldn't do anything because they don't know how it works.
Yeah, possibly. And I would imagine they might not have the regeneration unless they know how to take that power further. I've also never seen them transform into elemental stuff. Well, actually, Earth. They transform into rocks, but I've never seen them transform into water or fire or air.
Yeah, I mean, once again, now they don't really have a reason to transform too much anymore.
Yeah, actually, it seemed to be a little bit of a cultural stigma now. To avoid any transformed forms in order to stay authentic.
Yeah, you
Probably
have
unless
your
there's an
own form
emergency.
now.
Hmm.
Got any more? One of the villains asked, while the two of them continued to call almost nothing, and not still pinning the game out to the ground. That reminds me of my dogs. They do the same thing with biscuits. With this thing right here. Yeah! Okay, the other one. Show us! Show us! The permission, the two sons shifting to most of his satellites. They are wanted for the offers too. They pull out some cooking supplies, ingredients for a meal, a soul bottle, and at last, more muffins, which they can shout down about this away. I mean, if you have some cooking supplies, you can make some more muffins or maybe pancakes.
Probably what those are for, yeah.
You are welcome to them. Too late. They are all gone. The pressure a bit of a violent tone. Also, I can. Yeah! The gut is probably when they start eating the flour and the raw materials, even the soap. The vision is interrupted on the high tooth of one of the pins, pressing deeply into the rabbit's face, and then taking his ball face into the rabbit's mouth. Of all the other two that are here, the blue sailor got something, especially not asleep. Here she appears the most important one. After all, she is secure to almost match Peter Celestia. And suddenly has more guts. Just don't call her gossip. She wouldn't like that. Probably.
Perhaps, but Storm was usually pretty honest with herself.
Yeah, and also she is one of the most kindest ones there. Something that is in the way, she got her with fear. A way fang of pain passes through something nice if she turns her aside enough, using the wing to gesture back to her kitchen mark. From there, she started. My name is Wing, and as you can see from my kitchen mark, my interest and talent in life is to protect others, not threaten them. Every bit of strength and girth that I shall use to protect you, not threaten you. I mean, a shield can be threatening as well. The Mrs. Blue Sailor on the two feet, falling all over Nerfy on the ground. He sees no threat there whatsoever, and he notices that these two feet are not afraid of this group. He said it would be a more apt description for those two feet, especially since the new group brought some food with them. I mean, yeah. The Sailor showed us a near through, as he apologized. You have to forgive us here. We have all been stuck in this very hostile situation for the longest time, and none of us actually the most courageous of ponies. I would say your fiancé is way more courageous than you. Especially me, I think. I wouldn't actually say that. You are not too scared. If you were that scared, you wouldn't have brought them in. You would have just closed the door on them. So look that is shame. And I am the one who is supposed to be in the roads around here. And you still are. You kept these two alive and safe for as long as you could. And through a very hostile situation like that. Those are remarked proudly. And it was just courageous. Where I came from, we call individuals like that a goddamn hero. Courage is not fearless. Yes, that is true. Fear is needed for survival. Courage is facing your fear. I mean, you can't be courageous if you don't fear anything. This is only that's in the name. Something else as she faces the Sadia more fully. The technological flag behind her. Is being afraid, but brave enough to endure that fear. The fact that you kept everybody alive here for this long is really a miracle. And that's worth celebrating. Well done, sir. And then everyone slow claps. Everyone rejoices. Yay! Hey, that compliment. The silent blushes slightly. Here we go again. Slightly, but also feels better. To further illustrate argumentation and to diffuse editing nation that exists between us, I suggest we continue with our introduction. The doctor suggests that yes has to be said. To that end, my name is the Doctor. It's funny when you say it like that. I'm not gonna give you my name, I'm just gonna give you my title. We sat agreed to divide and denied, and the Doctor asked suddenly. And you are a doctor? That's not just your name. No, my name is Doctor, and I am a doctor, and I have a doctorate, so I am actually doctor. Like Major from the movie. Most, really? This implies in my name and my chosen profession. Finally, it is a promise too. The doctor allows his eyes slightly, as he asks, why do you ask? Is someone here sick or injured? For the moment, no, the blue senator replied. But there were times in the past when one or most of these little ones were, set off, that it seemed detected by something he observed. I continued to guard the two little ones on the ground. He then narrowed his eyes a bit, as he reached the surrounding season. Yes, excuse me for a moment. The senator saw in that brighter purple, and the same magical aura surrounded the most spirit on top of the therapy. He used that magic to get them off therapy. Ah! Most spirits have a complaint, and they get dragged off of therapy. Get over for you two, the silent ordered them. That's very rude. And the therapy goes closer to them, grabs them, and puts them back on. He has made both spirits look apologetic. They seemed a little bit surprised, too. And they did not realize they were being called and want to go. Now that they knew, they most sympathized with apologetic expression. We are sorry. Apology accepted. Sophie said as she gets me home. Now that it's easier for me to speak, that I was trying to say to you earlier, but I can make you two more to eat. Just the two of them. And I offer chips to Stallion. All of you, actually. What I was thinking.
Yeah.
Humans. Yay! The village got together. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! They can. Execute all that techniques, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Imagine him doing that like that instead of do it. Lorraine! 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 It will be my pleasure. The be expected badly. The most to do so. Thank you so much. The silent expected very gracefully left me. And then looked across the mall in concern and tears. But don't you all need those supplies too? Who is scared in the phone? You might not want to be too generous so quickly. In fact, a lot of fights break out in the phone for an entertainment. Do you mean to say there are more phones out there? This is what I'm hearing right here.
That's what it sounds like so far, yeah.
I came here to get away from all that fighting. But I didn't. I eventually discovered these two here, all alone. I have been with them ever since. I mean, I thought that these were obviously co-stars children, but I thought this was their uncle or someone like that. But it seems they are not related.
It is Cornstalk's children. That earlier chapter when they were first introduced did say Minty and Rosebud.
Yeah, I was sure about that, but this guy has the same. Oh no. Now it's odd that he has the same hair color and main color as them.
And he's also a unicorn instead of Pegasus.
I mean, he's using unicorn magic, so this may be at 8, because they don't really use it if they are changelings.
Entirely true.
My impression of you continues to escalate, but now I am wary of him. My impression of you continues to escalate, but to repel the command to Stallion. I feel indignant, something family and also proudly assured. Both like you, like us actually, are going to our race. But once again, because of vision, I don't think that it is actually mirage. You see what I should say? Tell them that. Once again, the blue started blushing. Did you make all of those? I mean, ask as if it was
It's
one
of
of
these.
the same thing. Did you make all of these and those?
Mhm.
I mean, as you close one of the first with a nod nearby to him, nearby him, to serve as an example. This is expert work. Thanks. The silent said as he was in blush. For the most part, was with a twinge of seriousness in his eyes as well. I have had a lot of practice making toys like this, and a lot of time. I do this for a living, and I just love to give them out to little feelings and course. Really? Really acceptingly. You make toys to simply give them out for free? Who said for free? I do this for a living. I never said for free. Right?
Well, the word "give" was in the paragraph above.
Yeah, but
That's
you
what
know,
made her.
you know
He did not say
the
free, though.
practice. You know the practice. You give them out to the Phillies, and then as the parent, the money. It's a well-known scam. Which is not technically a scam, but it is. Because you wouldn't want to take it out of the child's hand. Tell them, yeah, the senator replied. I picture doing the things like heartwarming. Although I said, I am sorry of where I came from. Look to the other side wistfully. In fact, I was on my way to Mostania. It's a new Oscar name, which we haven't seen yet.
Actually, it was in the show.
It was?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember them.
A mare that they mistook for the lady that was supposed to host the games, the equestrian games, Miss Harshwini. There was another lady that they thought was the inspector for that, and she came from Estangia.
What was it? I must have gone. Them. Give me a bookmark. And I'll lose down. I'm trying to see if there's a something point anytime soon because my voice is going away. And you can probably hear. In fact, I was on my way to Mostania. To deliver a shipment of such toys. Personally. Before I got swallowed by the fog. Security died and shut out fearfully at the memory. I had to check some of my toys at the right Boston, who tried to chase me down before I got rescued. The company had a little talk of the food too. He opened his eyes and he got his visitor again. But it also turned out to be one of their problems. Because they had a good stock of food there. They got attacked a lot. Eventually, I just couldn't take it anymore, so I fled. He flashed in embarrassment as he said. In hindsight, it wasn't my smartest move, but I was just too scared out of my mate that I got lost in the fog before I even fully understand what happened. He looked shifts to the village, then said, fortunately for me, I found this place during my wandering. I have protected them ever since, and in their own way, they have protected me too. Especially your sanity, I would propose.
Oh yeah, and the log cabin helped to protect him too.
Yeah? Okay then, I passed the doctor with a note at the stadium. I definitely have some follow-up questions to that information. But first, let me finish our introduction. Without looking away from the stadium, Dr. gestured to Salving, as he said. This one is foreign chief to Dorothy, and this one already introduced themselves. Welcome, this is Salving and Dorothy respectively. I mean, instead of saying this one and this one, you could have just said Salving and Dorothy. I introduced myself to the door, and to the door as well. Dorothy reminded the doctor by meeting herself at the cabin's makeshift kitchen. Out here, the many voices on the cabin no matter so. They only heard my voice through the door, neither yet to associate my face with the name, and also with the taste of muffins. Indubitably, my dear Ma. The doctor agrees with Dorothy. Well then, moving on. Dr. gestured to the others in thought, as he said. On top of serving, we have had a win, and behind me, we have Dr. Alexander. You are Doctor too, and you actually have a name? Doctor asked the Scully in astonishment. In multiple ways, yes, the Scully answered. I don't have nearly the same number of the kids and the doctor here, I suspect, but I have a respectable amount of education for my age as well. Yeah, I don't know all the language, I only know 19 of them. You get more lollipops? On the space excellent asked Dr. Kelly. My dear little Philly, I have all the lollipops. Dr. Kelly promised the young Philly. Or you can have one, and what ruin your appetite for your meal either. What flavors would you like? You are doing it wrong. You definitely don't have a doctorate in parenting, Dr. Kelly. You are right, it won't ruin your appetite, but you are teaching them something that you shouldn't. No matter how delicious something is, the meal goes first, then you can have the lollipop. Right? Okay, the finish is. Me too! I think the twins agree shortly thereafter, in the same tone. Then it is lollipops you two shall have. The grandmother as she pulled on the hookful and salt. Imagine her giving them a lollipop that changes taste every second.
Alas.
Alas. Yeah, I was literally gonna say that. It is too bad to make a pocket can't get muffins too. Not for the man. I mean, it can make a muffin tasting lollipops.
Possibly could have that, yeah.
And deprive you of the honor of making them yourself? Those who carry your friends love me. Admit it. You like doing things the old-fashioned way. It relaxes you. That's true. The begins in a relative tone, and my muffins are real. I guess it is my turn. Or rather our turn. As I realized. These two are Minty and Rosebud. Heaven only knows which is which. No, their parents definitely know. Thank goodness they do. Yeah, but they might be playing jokes on you and mix up all the time.
I could, yeah.
I'm Minty, so them kind out. And I am a Rosebud. So I discovered other feeling about it. After that, they most linked their tail. Good luck with that one. Decided to examine
Exasperate. Exasperate. Or at least that's what I meant to spell.
Is it exasperate with a like this? Wait. Is it what's it like this? Let me just check. It might be yeah. A third person finishing a form of the from in Spain and a submarine. To make a bad situation needed or relatively even worse. We are learning new words. Once again.
Exacerbates.
Exacerbate. That's how they are saying it. Let's go to the rest of the guest. As for me, my name is Storyboards.
Yes, we have heard that name before.
Yeah, suddenly I'm getting Combat Master vibe. Also, a neat chair within the room. You know what? We have something here. Because we are having a soul shift right here.
Oh yeah.
And my voice is already gone. And I don't think if you can hear it, but I can definitely feel it.
Alright.
And
In that case, I'm curious when we're going to resume.
tomorrow at the same time.
Okay.
If there's not gonna be tooth pulling or something, but I will tell you if it happens.
So, it'll be about 9:45 again, if the time zones just hold as they are today. Okay. 22 hours and 43 minutes for now. Got it. So, Tragic Heroes Make Destined Villains Part 2, Part 2?
Part 2. Yeah. I am Doctor, Part 2. Yeah, I was entirely like, yeah! Storybox, we have definitely heard that name before. And
Oh yeah, very much so.
we shouldn't forget. Timey-wimey stuff.
Uh-huh.
He might have no correlation to that yet.
Or possibly ever, if that name is a coincidence.
Also, remember, he was called a hero as well. The title might actually refer to him.
That's quite possible. And what we already established about him so far is he's a toy maker who loves to give out toys to fillies and colts, especially around heartwarming.
I told you I'm getting a age vibe.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And so far, he's been protecting these two fillies in the middle of a disastrous situation.
I mean, I feel like that for now, he is just a normal guy. But they are in the mist, and the mist can change with opponents.
Right. But it should be a mist monster, though, that's away from the mist. But
Wow,
if
the
it's
music.
Mirage, Mirage can disguise herself anything, regardless of the fog being around or not.
Yeah! I am Mirage, I am your enemy, and I will throw a name at you that you never. And I know that you know that.
My name is. Hold on, let me draw it out of this hat.
My name is the Monster.
My name is Mustard Sandwich, apparently.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if this was this version of Storybox, he would introduce himself as one.
Anyway, yeah, I think the chapter's name is a big hint that's probably what they're talking about. And the other chapter was about Crackle.
Yeah, that is a big difference. The toys he makes right now are made of wood, not from other ponies.
Oh yeah. It's a good twist to end the chapter on.
Yeah? It got me, it got me off guard as well.
Hmm.
But, yeah. Tomorrow we will come back and continue. Even though, I don't know. I need to
Wonderful,
get back to
Kieran,
the...
seeing for you again, and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.
No, there's not gonna be a video of me. You are gonna only see,
I
right.
have a question though.
You will only see this. Hi.
You were doing this for maximum 2 hours, right? What were you doing after that? You have to go back over something?
I'm going to the dentist.
Oh, okay.
That's why I am saying that probably gonna be tomorrow, but I'm gonna tell you if not.
Alright.
But
I
yeah.
hope we don't stop in the middle of chapter a month and a half. Because
No, that's
very
definitely
hard.
not gonna be.
Very hard time remembering where you left off if you start after that long.
Ooh, cliffhanger! I mean, there has been series that did this. That, oh yes, we are ending the cliffhanger, and the next season is coming out in 2 years.
You know what? Cliffhangers is very often how every episode of the Doctor Who is ended. So, my name is Toybox. The credits roll.
I mean, that is why I stopped here as well. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I can't even talk right now anymore. And see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Alright, rest well.
Wait, let me just do this. There you go.
Part 2, the second half. Dun dun dun.